The Appilant University has categorically stated that while regular courses and correspondence courses in MA conducted by Annamalai University are recognized as equivalent to the corresponding MA course of the Appilant University. MA course through distance education conducted by Annamalai University is not recognized by the Appilant University as equivalent to its MA course. The first respondent has passed his MA from Annamalai University through distance education. Equivalence is a technical academic matter and it cannot be specific order or resolution. The first respondent has not been able to produce any document to show that the Appilant University has recognized the MA English of Annamalai University through distance education as equivalent to MA of Appilant University. Thus, it has to be held that first respondent does not fulfill the eligibility criterion of the Appilant University for admission to 3-year law course. The first respondent made a faint attempt to contend that the distance education system includes correspondence courses and therefore recognition of MA correspondence course as equivalent to MA course of Appilant University would amount to recognition of MA distance education course as an equivalent. For this purpose, he relied upon the definition of distance education system in section 2 within bracket E of the Indira Gandhi National Open University Act 1985. But there is nothing to show that Annamalai University has treated correspondence course and distance education course as the same. What is more important is that the Appilant University does not wish to treat correspondence course and distance education course as being the same. That is a matter of policy and courts will not interfere with the said policy relating to an academic matter. However, on the peculiar facts of the case, the first respondent is entitled to relief. The first respondent was admitted through a common entrance test process during 2004-5. He was permitted to take the first semester examinations by the university. He is not guilty of any suppression or misrepresentation of facts. Apparently, there was some confusion in the Appilant University itself as to whether the distance education course attended by the first respondent was the same as correspondence course, which was recognized. The first respondent was informed that he was not eligible only after he took the first semester examination. He has, however, also been permitted to continue the course and has completed the course in 2007. He has succeeded before the court now after 4 years. If it is to be held that he is not entitled to admission, 4 years of his career will be lost. In the circumstances, it will be unfair and unjust to deny the first respondent the benefit of admission, which was initially accepted and recognized by the Appilant University. This court in the case of Manohar Prasad versus Kanpur University, AIR 1976 SC 376, has observed that before issuing the admission card to a student to appear in Part 1 law examination, it was the duty of the university authorities to scrutinize the papers, and equally it was the duty of the head of the Department of Law before submitting the form to the university to see that it complied with all requirements. And if they did not take care to scrutinize the papers, the candidature for the examinations cannot be cancelled subsequently on the ground of non-fulfillment of requirements.